Welcome back. Well, sugar makes our lives sweeter, but could it also be slowly poisoning us? Sugar addiction is linked to obesity and several other health problems.
But if you're one of millions who can't say no to sweets, there are ways to break that addiction. 17 in depth tonight. Here's our Lee Paynter.
It makes everything a little bit sweeter, and it's found in just about every processed food.
Any word that ends in OSE, typically it's going to be sugar.
Nutrition experts say our consumption of sugar is out of control. Kaiser Permanente dietitian Cheryl Leitner says her clients have trouble losing weight or regulating their insulin because they aren't aware of how they're tricked into consuming more sugar than their bodies can use.
So it says there's, 14 grams of carb. That's not so bad. People with diabetes, we teach them you can have, 14, 15 grams of carbohydrate to just start raising their blood sugar. They'll look at this and they'll think, wow, I can drink the whole thing. But then they overlook that there's 2.5 servings in this bottle. So you have to multiply that 14 by 2.5. So you do end up with, in 8 ounces, there's 4 teaspoons sugar. In the whole bottle, there's 9.
Professional bodybuilder and trainer Jake Cagle says removing sugar from the diet is a trick professional bodybuilders have been using for years to cut the fat.
You get any kind of sugar in your body, especially sugar itself, just refined sugar, it goes through your body so fast, it stores it if you're not going to use it up. So if you're not going straight to the gym right after you have a baby Ruth, you're not, and use that energy up, it's going to store in your body. If you're sitting there watching TV all day, it's going to sit there and store in your body, and that stores as fat.
Cagle's client, Michelle Peters, spent 16 weeks preparing for her first bikini fitness competition. The first thing she had to do was cut out sugar.
When I took that sugar out, I saw that my body fat dropped tremendously along with pounds. I saw a difference about 4 weeks in, so it was pretty quick. I definitely saw the difference within a couple of days of how I felt.
So if you want to burn fat or utilize fat during exercise.
CSUB physiology professor Todd McBride says there are no nutritional benefits to consuming sugar. If a person isn't active immediately after consuming sugar, it will be processed in the liver as fat.
Once it's stored as fat, it stays as fat. It has to be burned or utilized as fat as an energy source. It can't be converted back to carbohydrate or sugar. So too much sugar is bad no matter what kind of sugar.
But Dr. Richard Johnson, one of the leading researchers on sugar in the country, says fructose is by far the worst, with potential toxic properties that can change cells.
Normally when you eat a nutrient, it's used to produce energy. But when you eat fructose, there's actually a period where the energy falls dramatically inside the cell.
He says fructose is found in high doses in most soft drinks, but fructose from actual fruit is a different story. You'd have to eat dozens of oranges to meet the harmful effects of soda fructose.
Natural fruits have all these wonderful ingredients. They have vitamin C, they have antioxidants, they have flavonols, they have potassium, they have fiber, and all these things actually block the effects of fructose. And so when you eat a natural fruit, the good things overwhelm the fructose component.
Getting off a sugar addiction is not easy for many people. Cagle recommends going cold turkey for his bodybuilding clients.
Everybody in the world, they're always worried about high fat. Oh, I don't want high fat, it's going to make me fat. Fat does not make you fat. Fat's actually good for you. It is the sugar that hurts you because, like I told you earlier, it stores in your body if you don't use it up, if you're not readily using it right then and there.
At the very beginning, it's like anything. I feel like it was harder at the beginning because the longer and longer you go without sugar, the easier and less you crave it.
Leitner says her clients find it easier to not subtract the sugar, but to add more vegetables and fruit in their diet.
We really focus on where they're missing out on their nutrition, which typically, like I said, is fruits and vegetables. If we can get people to eat more of those things, that's filling up their stomach, and then maybe they won't have the extra chips or the extra French fries or, the cookies later on in the day. If they meet their nutritional needs, we're hoping it takes away some of the cravings for these other things.
Nutrition experts recommend carefully reading ingredients to check the sugar content. Simple substitutions can make a difference. For example, instead of using milk in your coffee or for baking, try natural sugar-free almond or coconut milk, and replace ketchup, which contains sugar, with hot sauce that doesn't. And to get rid of the fat you already have, Professor McBride says low-impact cardio for a longer duration burns the most, and drink only water.
If you go to the gym and you're on the treadmill for a half hour and you burn 300 calories and then you down a bottle of Gatorade, you've just replaced all those calories that you spent so much effort to try and lose.
Reporting in Bakersfield, Lee Paynter, 17 News.
Wow, my diet needs a major makeover.
Yeah, that depressed me.
All I got going for me is the Tabasco. I think that's it.